G'day guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode of Hardcore Minecraft. Today we are out in the slums. We're just having a look around as this project starts to come to a finish. So we've only got a few more episodes left in this area. I'm hoping anyway. 5 in total. I think I'm going to span it out to about 30 and try and get all the final projects done in this area. Fingers crossed. So today we've got a little bit to do. We've got one of the major projects and we also have a little bit of interior building. So if we make our way over to where the sugarcane farm used to be, we will see that we've figured out exactly what we're going to put in there. So let's head over there. Now initially I said that we were thinking about putting a melon and pumpkin farm in here, but after a little bit of review, that didn't make any sense. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to put a trading hall, so not like that one, a better updated version of it, in here with 20 villagers. So I think 10 enchanters on this side and 10 of something else on that side. I'm not 100% sure yet. Something that we can use to get our emeralds. It'll probably be farmers over this side. Once we build our melon and pumpkin farm, then we can trade for our emeralds. So I've already done one of the components. It's not too hard. Now all we've got to do is go through and build another 10 on this side and 10 on that side. It's going to leave a little bit of room. Now I overestimated the amount of room that I'd need, so I dug all the way down. So I don't know what we're going to do with the top part. We'll see. But for the moment, we've got all the stuff we need in here to finish off 20 of these little components, these little modules. And then all we have to do is somehow get some villagers up there to breed and start plonking them into the system. First we have to make the transportation and the zombie. So there's a lot on today. Now I'm not going to show through this. I will explain how it works though. What happens is when the villager comes down from wherever he's going to come through, if you can imagine a small channel that's going to be coming along here, this door will be up if there's no villagers in there, but if there is a villager in there, this little spider web here, what are they even called? I can't even think. String, that's what it's called, will activate the observer, which will put this trapdoor down. So it'll know if there's a villager in there, and the next villager to come through the system will go straight past this area here. So fingers crossed this all works out. I have tested it in my creative world, and this is one that actually went pretty easily without any troubles really. So let's get into the build. It took a little bit of time, but we've got one side hopefully done. We need to test it properly with a villager in it, but I think I followed it proper, I think. So if we have a look, the string seems to be in the right place. I did jump in it. You might have seen in the time lapse, I did jump in and see if the pistons at the back were working. They seem to be. So fingers crossed that is correct. We just need to put a little bit of framing around it, which kind of sucks because it is close to that stair. I knew that was going to happen, but let's just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there's definitely 10. All right, well, now that that's done, I'm going to jump over and quickly do this side, and we'll be back in just a second. Well, that went a little bit easier than the other side. I was able to smash this out pretty quickly, but I also added in a little bit of decoration around the place, so it doesn't look like just an empty cave. The idea with this is I'm thinking it's going to be like the underground, like Thieves Guild sale area, so like the discount, almost illegal sales area. Hopefully that's how it turns out anyway. I want to make it a little bit more ominous. Eventually, it would be cool if we could somehow connect this little area, which is where the zombie's going to be, up to the sewer system that's coming through from the slums. That would be really cool, but I highly doubt it. So for now, what we're going to do is we're going to head up here and work on the transportation system that is going to transport them around this area once they've been bitten and, well, once they've been turned. And then we will start the breeding process, which probably won't happen in this episode, but I'll definitely have it done by the start of next episode. So I'm going to go and work on this, and I will be back once that's finished. And everything that could go wrong, almost everything that could go wrong, did go wrong. We've got some villagers in here now, but oh my lord, has it taken some work. First off, I built a village breeder in here, and it didn't work. Again, I don't know whether in 1.16 the villager mechanics have changed, but I just could not get it to work. I couldn't get the damn villagers in the damn hole, and it wasn't working. So I have settled for something a little more prehistoric. Secondly, this is what was supposed to be the transportation mechanism. And I don't know. I think I'm just terrible at redstone. I really need to learn a little bit more before I try a little bit more intricate things like this. But I have learned a lot doing this. It's just that nothing that I learned can be put into this. But like I said, we've got a couple of farmers starting now, and we've got the good trades. I've got a carrot farm, so I've been using carrots at the moment. But as you can see, we've got one with the pumpkin. This guy doesn't have the pumpkin, but I'm not too fast. Hopefully he'll pick up the melon. And this guy's got the pumpkin as well. So we've got 2 of the pumpkins and just 1 of the carrots, which I'm fine with. So over the next, 3-4 days, I'll come back in continuously getting these guys to breed up and try and fill this out. So we've got 3. I've been brewing our potions of weakness, and we just need to fill this up. So enchanters on this side and farmers on this side, I think. But we also have Zombifier over here with his little golden sword, and he's been doing his job fine. So there's no problems with him at all. The only other problem is I might have to put carpet down here because an iron golem spawned in here before and killed my 4th farmer. A little bit annoying. So we'll deal with that. But for now, we can leave this for the moment and head on to our next project. It's almost night time. Let's we'll sleep first. Like I said, let's head on to our next project, and we can move one step closer towards that final end goal. Right, so I've rearranged a little bit in the throne room, and what we're going to do is put some pillars up, and I think I'm going to do some, what are they called? Like beams that arch over? Maybe arch over. We'll see how technical I can get. And then 2 thrones. I think 2 thrones might look a little bit better, and maybe a wall or a door there separating from the throne to the back. I think that's the best idea for the moment. Now, once again, our throne room is a little bit lopsided, so I do need to get in and fix that up, but for the moment, we're just going to do this so we can at least center it, I think. So we're going to jump into a little bit of a time lapse for that, and we'll see how we go. All right, and here it is, pretty much finished. I just need to hang some lights from those rafters up there, but it's looking all right. As we already knew, this little section here is out of proportion. It doesn't quite line up, as you can see, but everything else in the room isn't too bad. I'm really happy with how it came out. I think there could be a little bit more decoration on the outside wall there, but I'm gonna have to plan that because I want to do that correctly. I don't want to. This took a little bit of time because I didn't really plan it out. I want to plan that one out correctly and make sure that we don't waste too much time on it. But I'm pretty happy with how it's come along so far, and it looks pretty cool from outside as well. If we have a look coming in, you can see it's all lit up. It looks quite nice. So as we said at the start of the episode, we're going to be moving on to our next project after this. Now, I would like to hit that project up there, the Orensold Ruins, but I'm thinking that maybe it's time to move away from this area just for a little bit and try a different style of building. Now, that would be in a different style, but it would still have a similar ilk to what's behind us. And I kind of want to try something completely different. So what I'm thinking for the end of this episode is we might go for a little bit of a fly over that way and see what we can find by ways of a new location. Because we're going to want to join our road. I'm thinking this one here because of that desert over there. We're going to have to bring our road, or we could use this one and loop around actually. We might do that. So let's go over here and check out what we've got. The next build I'm thinking is going to be a bit of an intersection. So if we could find something that would serve as a crossroads. So if we could, this is actually pretty good over here because that's what we want. We want the mountains next to it. If we bring our next major city development, not city, but this is more of a town. If we bring this out here, it's got a lot of clearing to do. But this will be more like an encampment with a market in it. And along the way, we've got a couple of things. We need to make the road. We'll need to also build an inn, maybe about there. I'm thinking, where is our town again? Just over there. So if we build an inn here, surrounded by the trees, preferably, which means we're going to have to light up all the trees as well. So if we build an inn here, yeah, should we put a torch? We might put a torch up on this tree, just so we remember that's not. We can't place. You know what we'll do? Now we can. We'll place that there. So an inn here, and then our new project will be over this way. Now I'm going to start planning out this project very, very soon so that I can, with the first one, it was very much just build whatever I think. And I don't want to do that for this one. We'll pop that there. So we've got the inn over there, which is going to be a big inn. I want it to be at least the size of maybe the throne room. Yeah, I think so. And then this little area here, which will be a crossroads. So one will go into the mountain. So if we can build that up a little bit more, maybe just round it off at the top. One will go into the mountain. The other one will go that way towards, hopefully, let's see what's out here. This one towards this way is, where are we? Yes, so we want some form of ocean or wetlands over here. A swamp would be, oh, perfect. It's even got a witch's hut, which we don't really want, but that's fine. So, yeah, that'd be perfect. This will be our, this could be our area for the dock town. So we've got a little bit of a swampland dock town that used to be one of the main areas of trade, but then after a severe flooding with their dam, it just turned into wetlands, the whole place. And there's a city under the water which hopefully, do we get some deep water out here somewhere? That would be cool. Oh, damn desert. Let's go and have a look over this way. I've got 12 rockets. We don't really have any deep water. We could probably dig it out. There's a city that's buried under a whole bunch of water from when the dam collapsed. So that would be really cool to make as well. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I'm sorry about the village breeder. I know I don't probably need to say sorry, but I am sorry about it. I was a little bit disappointed in it. So if you've got any suggestions on any way that I can improve this place, any building tips or any buildings that you would like to see done, please leave them in the comment section. And yeah, so we'll be wrapping this up very, very soon and moving on to our next project. And I am super, super duper excited. So I shall talk to you guys in the next episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you then.